Hallo und herzlich willkommen zurück zu einer weiteren Folge Mass Effect 1. Wir haben, so wie ich das sehe, sämtliche Nebenmissionen auf Citadel jetzt erledigt. Und sind gerade...
Are all Quarians shy? Or do you not believe in letting outsiders see your faces?
No, living in the clean environment of the flotilla has weakened our immune systems. The environmental suits protect against diseases.
Naturally. Anything that isn't constantly challenged grows weak.
Okay. Ich finde das cool, dass die so Gespräche untereinander einfach so haben. Was ich sagen wollte, wir sind auf dem Weg zu Ambassador Udina, der uns unser eigenes Schiff geben wird. Bin mal sehr gespannt. Und... Aber, okay, das ist eine Überraschung. Wir sehen schon, da ist Ambassador Udina mit Captain Anderson. Was sagst du?
A private docking bay. Wonder how much the Alliance had to shell out for this.
Da ist der letzte Keeper. Tada! Oh, Level Up. Sehr schön, sehr schön. Dann gucken wir gleich mal. Moment, Journal. Das müsste jetzt eigentlich erledigt sein hier unten. Genau, Scan the Keepers ist erledigt. Wir müssen auch nicht nochmal zurück zu den Leuten da. Genau, das war Eliminate Crime Lords. Das haben wir gerade eben noch angenommen in der letzten Folge. Genau, Speak to the Ambassador. Da sind wir gerade unterwegs sind. Aber wir haben, 4 Punkte. Und das möchte ich ausgeben auf... oh Gott, hier können wir erst Medium Armor equippen. Das heißt, wir sind im Moment, können wir nur leichte Rüstung benutzen. Okay, Damping, was ist das denn? Dust 50 Damage. Enemies cannot use Biotic oder Tech Abilities. Stuns Basic Enemies. Okay, das ist auch nicht schlecht. Aber ich würde gerne Decryption verbessern. Advanced Sabotage. Ja, okay, das ist ein Nebeneffekt, aber Decryption ist auch wichtig für, First Aid. Oh, okay. Ist auch wichtig für... wenn man irgendwelche Sachen öffnen will oder so, dann... das sind so viele schöne Sachen, die ich gerne hätte. Was ist das hier? Sniper Rifles? Ach, damit kann ich Sniper Rifles skillen. Oh man, das ist auch wichtig. Ja, das sollte ich schon machen. Assassination. Only available when using Sniper Rifle. Next shot will inflict weapon damage plus 50%. Okay. Oh Mann, das ist alles... Ich will viel mehr. Der hat Fitness unlocked. Und sie hat Damping unlocked. Und Advanced Overload. Und Damping. Ja, okay, haben wir verstanden. Okay. So, alles klar. Dann gehen wir mal zu Ambassador Udina. Gucken mal, welches Schiff er für uns hat.
I've got big news for you, Shepard. Captain Anderson is stepping down as commanding officer of the Normandy. The ship is yours now.
She's quick and quiet, and you know the crew. Perfect ship for a Spectre. Treat her well, Commander.
I want the truth. Why are you stepping down, sir?
You needed your own ship. A Spectre can't answer to anyone but the Council. And it's time for me to step down.
Come clean with me, Captain. You owe me that much.
I was in your shoes 20 years ago, Shepard. They were considering me for the Spectres.
What happened?
I failed. I couldn't make the cut. It's not something I'm proud of. Ask me later and I'll tell you the whole story. For now, all you need to know is, I was sent on a mission with Saren, and he made sure the Council rejected me. I had my shot. It came and went. Now you have a chance to make up for my mistakes.
What kind of leads do we have?
Saren's gone. Don't even try to find him. But we know what he's after. The conduit. He's got his Geth scouring the Traverse looking for clues.
We had reports of Geth in the Pharaoh system shortly before our colony there dropped out of contact, and there have been sightings around Noveria.
Find out what Saren was after on Pharos and Noveria. Maybe you can figure out where the conduit is before he does.
The Reapers are the real threat.
I'm with the Council on this one, Shepard. I'm not sure they even exist.
But if they do exist, The conduit's the key to bringing them back. Stop Saren from getting the conduit, and we stop the Reapers from returning.
Anything else?
We have one more lead. Matriarch Benezia, the other voice in that recording. She has a daughter, a scientist who specializes in the Protheans. We don't know if she's involved, but it might be a good idea to try and find her. See what she knows. Her name's Liara, Dr. Liara Tassoni. We have reports she was exploring an archaeological dig on one of the uncharted worlds in the Artemis Tau cluster.
Sounds like we should head for the Artemis Tau cluster.
It's your decision, Commander. You're a Spectre now. You don't answer to us.
But your actions still reflect on humanity as a whole. You make a mess and I get stuck cleaning it up.
I'll do whatever it takes to stop Saren.
Not exactly the answer I was looking for, Shepard. Remember, you were a human long before you were a Spectre. I have a meeting to get to. Captain Anderson can answer any questions you might have.
Okay.
Yes, Commander?
How are you holding up?
Honestly, this isn't how I pictured my career coming to an end. Pushing papers really isn't my thing, but you're the one who can stop Saren. I believe in you, Shepard. If that means I have to step aside, so be it.
Tell me what happened with you and Saren 20 years ago.
It's close to 20 years ago now. Ambassador Goyle was our representative here on the Citadel. Like Udina, she wanted to get a human into the Spectres. She chose me. The Council sent Saren to keep an eye on me and evaluate my performance, just like they sent Nihilus to keep tabs on you.
Why weren't you honest with me?
It's not something I'm proud of. I had a chance to become the first human Spectre, and I failed. Saren made sure of that.
I think I deserve the whole story.
We had intel on a rogue scientist being funded by Batarian interests. He was trying to set up a facility to develop illegal AI technology out in the Verge. Alliance intel had done all the work, but the Council wanted a Spectre involved. We compromised. I was assigned to help Saren in his investigation. We tracked the scientist to a refining facility on Kamala. He was hidden away somewhere inside, protected by an army of Batarian mercenaries. The plan was simple. Sneak into the plant, capture the scientist, sneak back out. Quick, quiet, and a minimum of bloodshed.
I'm guessing things didn't go as planned.
Saren and I split up to cover more ground. Then about halfway through the mission, there was a massive explosion in the refinery core. Officially, it was ruled an accident, but I think Saren detonated it on purpose to draw off the enemy guards.
How many casualties?
The explosion tore the refinery to shreds. The whole place was on fire. Black chemical clouds poured out into the atmosphere. Nobody inside survived. There was a camp for the workers and their families nearby. Between the fires and the toxic fumes, the final death count was over 500. Mostly civilians. Saren didn't care. The target was eliminated. Mission accomplished. And I ended up taking the blame. That ended all talk of me joining the Spectres.
Saren caused the explosion. How'd he pin it on you?
In his report, Saren accused me of blowing his cover. He said it was my fault the guards were ready for us. He claimed that's why it turned into a massacre. Saren's report was all the proof the Council needed to kill my chances of becoming a Spectre.
Don't blame yourself, Captain.
I don't. I blame Saren. I think he wanted things to go bad. He was looking for an excuse to blow that refinery. Maybe he just likes the violence. Maybe he was just trying to make me look bad to keep humans out of the Spectres. If so, he pulled it off.
Why'd you let him get away with it?
Who do you think the Council was going to listen to? Me? Or their best agent? I had a bad feeling about him right from the start. I should have been more careful. Maybe I could have stopped things before they got out of hand.
Don't blame yourself, Captain.
I don't.
Okay, das hat man schon.
Maybe he just likes the violence. Maybe he was just trying to make me look bad to keep humans...
The only thing I care about is stopping Saren.
You're right, Commander. It's no good living in the past.
Any extra intel you can give me on our colony at Pharos?
The entire planet used to be one giant Prothean city. Mostly ruins now. But some of the infrastructure is still intact. The colony tried to build on what the Protheans left behind. We lost all contact with them when the Geth attacked.
What do you know about the Artemis Tau cluster?
Not much. I've never been there myself. A handful of systems with a few small, uncharted worlds, but no real colonies. Might not be easy finding Dr. Tassoni out there. My advice is to look for the world with the Prothean ruins.
What can you tell me about Noveria?
Novaria's trouble. Always has been. The whole planet's basically a center for corporations to conduct illegal research. Watch your back there, Shepard. Spectres are about the only form of Citadel authority Novaria respects. But they aren't popular.
What do you know about Armiston Baines?
Where did you hear that name? Never mind, I don't want to know. Baines is dead. Has been for quite some time.
The people I spoke with seemed to think he was still alive.
It's not common knowledge. Military's keeping it under wraps. Baines was doing some high-level work for the Alliance. Stuff even I wasn't aware of. One day he turns up dead on a drifting scout ship. Everyone suspects it was foul play, but it was never officially investigated.
What can you tell me about the ship?
I don't know much about it. You should talk to Admiral Kahoku. One of his crews discovered Baines' body.
I spoke to Kahoku. He never brought it up.
You should mention Baines the next time you see him. See if he'll tell you anything. Is there anything else, Commander?
I
Nee,
should go.
I'll be here if you need anything.
erstmal nicht. Okay. Also, wir wollen doch gerade noch mal schnell mit Admiral Kahoku sprechen. Das scheint ja... Der scheint ja ein bisschen was zu wissen über Baines. Aber irgendwas stimmt nicht mit
In breaking news, Chairman Burns of the Parliament Subcommittee on Transhuman Studies has been kidnapped by biotic extremists. The biotics commandeered a freighter and were last seen in the Hades Gamma Cluster. No demands have yet been made.
Okay. Aber irgendwas stimmt doch nicht mit Earthnaut Rex. Man gucke sich das Gesicht an. Das ist doch... Da stimmt doch was nicht. Das ist doch komisch. Ich erinnere mich nicht, dass das so aussah. Sehr seltsam. Egal. Oder? Gucken, vielleicht wird es jetzt besser, wenn der Aufzug anhält. Wenn er denn mal anhält, ja? Nee. Ja doch, manchmal ist es normal, aber jetzt ist das so lang gezogen, dass irgendwie ist das komisch. Okay, aber wir reden nochmal mit Presidium nicht C6, sondern genau, Citadel Tower. Mit Admiral Kahoku. So, wo ist denn der? Der stand doch da hinten. Genau, Rear Admiral Kahoku.
No, I'm waiting. Commander, any luck finding my recon group?
Captain Anderson said you had information on Baines.
Not as much as I'd like to. One of my crews found him, frozen stiff on board a derelict vessel. The missing recon group? The one I sent you to find? They were scouting the system we found Baines' ship in.
You should have mentioned this earlier, Admiral.
Baines is already dead. It's too late for him. I'm only concerned about my team. Someone has to find them. Please, Shepard, I'm counting on you.
Mhm. Na gut. Dann wollen wir da mal nicht weiter nachforschen. Genau. Oh, da hat man es gerade kurz gesehen, wie das Gesicht von Rex tatsächlich aussieht. Das ist total strange, dass das so lang gezogen ist. So, wo war denn jetzt hier? Da war der. Rapid Transit. Presidium und... Nee, Moment, das stimmt nicht. Das war in den Wards. Und zwar in der CSEC Academy. Hier. So, jetzt müssen wir nochmal den Aufzug nehmen. Da sieht man es. Da hat man es gerade kurz gesehen. Irgendwas stimmt da nicht. Das ist sehr seltsam. Keine Ahnung, warum der so ein langgezogenes Gesicht plötzlich hat. Definitiv ein Bug. Kein schlimmer.
How can you fight your
Aber-
own people, Rex? There aren't that many of you left.
Anyone who fights us is either stupid or on Saren's payroll. Killing the latter is business. Killing the former is a favor to the universe.
Mhm. So kann man es natürlich auch ausdrücken. Na gut. Dann wollen wir uns mal auf die Normandy begeben, was jetzt anscheinend unser Schiff ist. Aber im Grunde völlig korrekt die Entscheidung. Also es ist ein schnelles Schiff mit Stealth-System. Eigentlich perfekt für einen... Moment, da war irgendwas, was ich auswählen konnte. Hier, Normandy Weapons. Okay, hat mir Erfahrung gegeben. Ja, warum nicht? Na komm. Ente. Jetzt.
Stand by, shore party. Decontamination in
I heard what
Progress.
happened to Captain Anderson. Survives 100 battles and then gets taken down by backroom politics. Just watch your back, Commander. Things go bad on this mission, you're next on their chopping block.
Saren's out there somewhere, and we're gonna find him.
Everyone on this ship's behind you, Commander. 100%. Intercom's open. If you got anything you want to say to the crew, now's the time.
This is Commander Shepard speaking. We have our orders. Find Saren before he finds the conduit. I won't lie to you, crew. This mission isn't going to be easy. This began with an attack on a human settlement in the Traverse. But we know Saren won't stop there. His Geth armies aren't going to stay on the far fringes of Citadel space. Our enemy knows we're coming. Wherever he searches for the conduit, we'll be there. We will hunt him to the very ends of the galaxy and bring him down. This is the most important mission any of us have ever been on. The fate of an entire galaxy is at stake. We will stop Saren, no matter what the cost.
Well said, Commander. Captain will be proud.
The captain gave up everything so I could have this chance. We can't fail.
Yes, sir.
Sehr inspirierend.
Commander, something you need?
How's the Normandy performing? Is she everything they said she'd be?
She's the best ship in the fleet. If you've got a pilot who knows how to handle her. Balance isn't what you'd expect. Takes a while to get used to that oversized drive core we got stuffed in the back, and her power can sneak up on you if you're not careful. The Normandy's probably too much ship for your average Alliance pilot, Commander. Lucky for you, I'm anything but average.
I like to know my crew. Mind if I ask you a few questions?
I can see where this is going. You did a background check on me, didn't you? Well, I'll tell you the same thing I told the captain. You want me as your pilot. I'm not good. I'm not even great. I am the best damn helmsman in the Alliance fleet. Top of my class in flight school, I earned that. All those commendations in my file, I earned every single one. Those weren't given to me as charity for my disease.
What are you talking about? Are you sick?
You mean you didn't know? Oh, crap. Okay, I've got Vrolik syndrome, brittle bone disease. The bones in my legs never develop properly. They're basically hollow, too much force and they'll shatter. Even with crutches and my leg braces, it's hard to get around. One wrong step and crack! It's very dramatic, but I've learned to manage my condition, Commander. Put the Normandy in my hands and I'll make her dance for you. Just don't ask me to get up and dance unless, you like the sound of snapping shin bones.
I need to know more about this Vrolik syndrome if I'm putting my ship in your hands.
Yeah, of course you do. It's an extremely rare condition. Nobody knows exactly what causes it. Genetic, maybe. It's treatable, but there's no cure. They classify my case as moderate to severe. I was born with over a dozen fractures, hip, thighs, ankles. My bones were already breaking in the womb. 100 years ago, I wouldn't have survived past my first year. Lucky for me, modern medical science has turned me into a productive member of society.
You're not gonna break a bone trying to fly the ship, are you?
I don't fly with my feet, Commander, so I'm fine as long as I'm in this chair. I gotta be real careful when I get up to take a piss, though. I can do my job as well as anyone on the ship. Better, actually. So don't worry about it.
I'm not trying to make you uncomfortable. Let's talk about something else.
Whatever you want, Commander.
Why does everyone call you Joker?
It's a lot shorter than saying Alliance Flight Lieutenant Jeff Moreau. Plus, I love to make little children laugh.
You're dodging the question.
Look, I didn't pick the name. One of the instructors in flight school used to bug me about never smiling. She started calling me Joker, and it stuck.
Why didn't you ever smile?
Hey, I worked my ass off in flight school, Commander. The world's not gonna hand you anything if you go around grinning like an idiot. By the end of the year, I was the best pilot in the academy, even better than the instructors, and everybody knew it. They'd all got their asses kicked by the sickly kid with the creaky little legs. One guess who was smiling at graduation?
I have to go.
Alright, see ya.
Alright, see you. Ah, Joker, unser Pilot. Herrlich. Ja, solange das Schiff ordentlich fliegt, habe ich da gar nichts gegen. Okay, mit dem kann ich irgendwie nicht reden, obwohl es da steht. Okay. Dann eben nicht. Was haben wir denn hier? Da ist... Moment, da war irgendwas. FTL Comlink. Ah, ein Codex-Eintrag und Experience. Na schön. So, dann schauen wir uns erstmal auf unserem neuen Schiff um. Würde ich mal behaupten. Mal sehen, was hier so abgeht. Da gibt es noch einen Aufzug. Ja, hier ist gar nichts. Caden.
Anything you need, Commander?
Just trying to get a sense of where the crew's at. Thoughts?
I've wasted enough of your time for now, Commander. We'll have time for personal debriefings later.
What's your opinion on the last mission?
I don't see how we could have done things any better. At least not without getting to Eden Prime sooner. And we were on the scene faster than any other Alliance ship could have been.
We'll talk another time, Lieutenant.
Commander?
Okay, das war nicht sehr aufschlussreich. Was haben wir denn hier noch? Ja, einen neuen Codex-Eintrag, sonst nix. Da, Moment, da ist noch irgendwas. Sleeper-Pod. Okay, auch ein Codex-Eintrag. Sammeln wir mal. Gibt ja alles Erfahrungspunkte, die kann ich brauchen. Weil ich will ja so viel wie möglich steigern.
Yes, Commander? Is there something you need?
How did you end up serving on an Alliance ship?
I enlisted right out of med school. Earth always seemed boring to me. Too safe, too secure. I figured the colonies were teeming with exotic adventure. I wanted to travel the stars, tending the wounds of tough soldiers with piercing eyes and sensitive souls. Turns out military life isn't quite as romantic as I'd imagined. But humanity needs the Alliance if we want to keep expanding through the Traverse, and the Alliance always needs good doctors. So I stayed on to do my part.
Ever think you made the wrong choice?
Sometimes I think about opening a private practice back on Earth. Or maybe taking a position at one of the new med centers out in the colonies. But there's something special about working on soldiers. If I left the Alliance now, I'd feel like I was abandoning them.
How well do you know the Lieutenant?
I'd never worked with him before this mission. But he has an impressive service record. Over a dozen special commendations. Tends to keep to himself, though. Maybe because of the headaches. It's not easy being an L2.
What does that have to do with it?
Well, most biotics now use the L3 implants. Lieutenant Alenko was wired with the old L2 configuration. Sometimes there are complications.
What kind of complications?
Severe mental disabilities, insanity, crippling physical pain. There's a long list of horrific side effects. Caden's lucky. He just gets migraines.
I should go.
Goodbye, Commander.
Aha, okay, wir lernen also ein bisschen die Crew mal kennen. Dr. Chagwas, Caden Alenko. Mit wem haben wir denn eben? Ah ja, Joker. Schon wieder vergessen, mit wem ich gesprochen habe. Mit Joker habe ich gesprochen. So, wo geht's hier hin? Wieder ein Aufzug. Ja, fällt mir gerade ein, wo ich den Aufzug benutze. Abspeichern. Oh, failed? Ah, jetzt geht's. Alles klar.